And bam, welcome back to Nando Talk, my fellow Finns fans. We've got a twofer for the people. That's right, back-to-back episodes in the same night because it is time to talk about AJ Brown's absolutely wild statements on Twitter where he thought he was talking to the young legend, young Ocho, the snowman himself, Jevon Holland, who goes by Hollywood X Vaughn on Twitter, when in fact he was talking back to Hollywood X Kev. Shout out Kevin. Hilarious account on Twitter. Give him a follow. But he tweeted at AJ Brown, and it was hilarious. If you want to check out our Dolphins Eagles recap for the joint practice day one, where the Dolphins absolutely lit up the Eagles and Tua Tagovailoa put up a show, go check that out, and I'll put up the link here. But if you want to check out these wild statements, well, here they go. AJ Brown was talking about a highlight about himself because the Eagles were feeling butthurt about all that happened today as the Dolphins, like I said, demolished them in practice. You know, there was the video of Tyreek Hill absolutely toasting Darius Slay, and we were all our Dolphins were just getting their praises. So AJ Brown, when there's a video of him doing a nice move, albeit a nice move on Xavier Howard, he comments, photoshopped 2, and he does a little emoji. So Kevin, as Hollywood X Kev, goes flexing a push-off. Now Kevin's a big Jevon Holland guy, so it looks like it's a Holland page. And AJ Brown, thinking that this is Jevon Holland, replies, I never said anything about X. I respect him. I just said keep the same energy. I know it's practice, but let me tell you how this is gonna go down since you have X dick in your mouth. You can't fuck with me in real life, little boy. I'm with whatever you want tomorrow. Choose wisely. And all hell broke loose. Excuse me for the cursing. We normally don't curse on the Nando Talk channel, but it had to be said. It needed to be said, as my guy Tyreek would say, because AJ Brown dropped a bomb and immediately Twitter picked it up, clowning this man for not realizing that that's not actually Jevon Holland. He tried to delete the tweet, go back on it saying like, my bad, like I didn't know that was you. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to call you all that. The damage is done. AJ Brown, be prepared for the hardest practice of your life tomorrow because the Miami Dolphins are going to absolutely dog you. It is going to be so funny. You don't think Jevon Holland and the rest of the corners and the rest of the secondary saw that tweet? You don't think Jevon, Brandon Jones, and Xavier freaking Howard aren't going to go twice as hard, balls to the wall on AJ Brown? This man is going to face his worst nightmare tomorrow. The hardest practice he's ever had as our boys put the absolute clamps on him, putting the effort, little play after play, play after play. If this is a random corner or a random safety, I understand why AJ Brown would feel disrespected because AJ Brown, despite this being his second team, is actually a pretty good receiver, out of Ole Miss. Did fine for the Titans in a run-heavy scheme. I actually got to see him play during that Titans game back when Derrick Henry had the nasty stiff arm, and I loved what I saw from AJ Brown. He did nice. Him and Corey Davis were lighting it up that game. But to call out Jevon Holland, he didn't know it was a fan page. He thought it was Jevon. He tried to back up on his words. Whatever. The fact that whether he came out of fam, which is still crazy, or he came out Jevon Holland, which is also wild, the fact that he tried to come at Jevon as if he's not one of the best young safeties in the NFL, this man said, you can't F with me in real life, little boy. I'm with whatever you on tomorrow. Choose wisely. This is Jevon freaking Holland. This stud, it was already one of the best safeties in the NFL last year, and he's been having a phenomenal preseason. Triple orange jersey wearer. He absolutely dominating. This is a heavy hitter. This is not a guy to be trifled with. The Canadian crazy, the maple monster. This guy, I'll figure out a crazy nickname for him. But Jevon Holland is not to be messed with. Xavier Howard is not to be messed with. A combination of these guys are going to make your life a living nightmare, AJ Brown, and I'm all for it. I'm excited. I'm going to get there bright and early, try to get myself the best seats to just watch wide receiver drills and watch AJ get demolished. I'm hoping that the Dolphins play defense closer to the sideline this time so we can watch that battle first eye view. If not, I'm walking to wherever it is. I don't care. I want to watch that. I've seen Tua been balling. I've seen him been feasting. Now, I want to see A.J. Brown get put in his place. And it's going to be a nice taste of our defensive secondary just absolutely lighting any receiver who dares challenge us, dares disrespect this imposing unit, because the Dolphins secondary is ready to go. And A.J. Brown, I'm sorry for you, buddy. I really, really am. Because tomorrow is not going to be fun for you, but it is going to be a blast for us Miami Dolphins fans. So tune in, follow along on Twitter, YouTube, whatever it may be. Tomorrow is going to be a show. It's going to be a blast. Tune in. And I love myself a little smoke, a little showdown. This means football is back. It was already chippy. Today there was already a fight on the Dolphins defense versus the Eagles offense. Tomorrow? Oh, baby. Follow along. I'll be bringing it up to you as much as I can, updating as much as I can in the moment. Follow it up on Twitter. Check out, maybe I'll even get something on YouTube. It's going to be a blast. I'll be there again for the last open practice, the second Dolphins practice recap. Also, check it out. I did put the first recap link up, but I will have a second Dolphins versus Eagles recap video after this, after the practice, obviously. But hey, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep enjoying Nando Talk, and more importantly, fins up, and I hope you enjoyed.